This season, we're bringing you the real stories of Huntsville entrepreneurs.
From the mess to the breakthrough, we're showing you the whole journey.
And why it matters for every dreamer in the Rocket City. Tell us what it was like to be a participant on Rocket City Momentum.
Oh gosh,
That's the response we look for, generally speaking.
Oh
gosh.
Oh my word! No, I really loved it. When I came in, honestly, I felt, I'm a Philly person, so I felt kind of alone in this whole big thing of business and trying to navigate my way through. And from the moment I walked in here, I felt like I was part of a team. And I felt like y'all were behind me and encouraging. And when I wasn't thinking about my business, you all were thinking about that. And so it helped me to stay focused on the day-to-day things that I needed to do. And so I loved being a part of it. And I appreciate y'all. I do. And I love y'all.
Well, I tried.
It was so much of you, Lucas.
Yes, there it is, lifting. No, that is well received. That's beautiful. That's exactly the kind of experience, and that's so.
You always feel so alone.
You're right, exactly, and it's like, I just don't want to be doing all of this myself. And
it's actually a big theme. Actually, across everything we've seen with you is community.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so I can see how that is in direct violation of everything that she stands for, is to feel isolated and alone.
Which is a common feeling for so many entrepreneurs and business owners. It's just like, that's the biggest pain point of it so much of the time. Mm-hmm. So I think it's really, it's just, I feel good knowing that we're able to annihilate that big graphic team.
Busted. Yeah.
So like myth busted?
Busted. Okay, so tell us a little bit about your B&I journey.
How did you leverage B&I in this whole
or just like up to this point?
Yeah.
And
so really it was, Jack and I joined B&I kind of for the same thing. We live out in Somerville, away from a lot of people.
Civilization.
Yeah. And Jack would go to work every day and I would stay home, and I just needed community. I needed somebody and I needed to learn business, right? I needed to learn business. So I went to the Decatur E-Center and took classes. Through that, they said, do you know about B&I? And I had not heard anything about that, didn't know what it was. And so they said, they're having a visit day. Just go online and you can sign up and go to the visit day. And I did. And I actually went the week before the visit day. And that was so fun for me because I'm a planner, right? And I love to see how things are planned.
You like how the sauce is made, right?
Yeah, I like to see all the intricate details of it. And so I got to just be really a fly on the wall and watch how they did the final details before the event. And then we came back at the next weekend. We did the visit day and knew we were going to sign up and do it before we even got there, because they were fun, they were welcoming, they understood. There were a lot of young startup businesses at my visit day, and they trickulated, is that the word, into membership. So we went in new together and we grew. And I think I've been there 2 years, going on 3.
You said that you guys went and visited actually the week before the official Visitors Day that you were like initially told to, just to like get a sneak peek. And then when on Visitors Day, you guys were basically already ready to sign.
Right, rework.
Like not even going to the visitors day, just going
Yeah.
and seeing this group of people. And I just think that that's, and even like the idea that like you were out like seeking community, because again, like business owners, it can feel like you're on an island, right? And you're just like trying to figure things out. You've got the determination and the passion and the perseverance, but like you're alone, and it can be scary. And then you say, okay, I'm going to go join a B&I chapter or something. Okay, and you're like, I want to make some money, I want referrals, whatever. But I think people don't realize the level of community.
Right.
Like, I almost feel like the word community has been, I don't know, it's like almost too buzzy or something. It's like, it's crazy. The kind of relationships that people make in those rooms, it's
Right.
insane.
Well, because
Exactly.
In a good way, in a good way.
it's like-minded people, and
That's
I
right.
think that's the biggest thing. Is like, I try, and my husband is so supportive and wonderful, and I love you so much. But when I start talking entrepreneur speak, is what he likes to call
That what he
it.
says too, is it?
Entrepreneur. Oh, we're talking business.
Darling, enough of
huh?
that entrepreneur speak at the dinner table.
No, he'll just. It's like he almost
That was
just
a terrible
like
Chris impression, by the
That's
way. I'm
terrible.
so sorry.
Glaze over,
Yeah.
and he doesn't get it.
Yeah, yeah.
It just-
it's like a different way of like really like a different wiring or something.
Yeah.
The way that you think when you're an entrepreneur is just different.
And he's like, "Why did you think to do that?" And I was like, "I don't." Because
this is
it's
just
what
doesn't make sense.
You have to
you?
do. Like,
but then you get in a room full of business owners.
and then
Yeah.
they're
And
all
suddenly
like,
they're-
"Ding,
yeah,
ding,
oh,
ding,"
yeah,
and they're
yeah,
like, "Oh, but you could also."
I've done that. You could try this, and yeah, exactly. And so I think.
And then
that's,
you're like, "Yes."
way to go.
So
Yes.
you found that with
Oh
this group.
yeah, I will say that we had some really dark days, and I did not quit going to B&I because just going encouraged me to keep going in my business, in just to hang on. And they didn't know that. They were just doing the regular meeting, but being there, being a part of that, feeling their excitement about helping others, because there are some really ones who have been in there for 11 and 12 years, and they encourage just by being there, right? And so, yeah, that was the encouragement, the community. It's all, that's what it's about. One more thing that I loved about B&I is when you're new and you're new to an area, because I was new to the area. I didn't know anybody. I didn't know the
Pest control.
right, like
Anyone,
who's
you
your
just-
man,
you were
who's
just-
your guy, or the culture of the community. I didn't know that, and so going and listening and asking questions, having those one-to-ones, saying, what is it like to live here? What do you think we need what would you need for an event center? What would you need if you were having an event? How would you want me to act with you, or what meet your need? That kind of thing. And them being honest, and my whole perspective changed about how to do
Really?
events here versus how I had been doing them.
It was
And
different.
It was different.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
but you know what? I think that would be.
Yeah.
I think that would, quite honestly, I think is as we have projection bias, right? So
Ah.
business owners were always like, "Oh yeah, everybody knows that post production takes days. Everyone
Everyone
knows.
knows that.
Everyone knows.
Everyone
Everybody
knows
gets
how
that.
to copy and paste.
Come on, everybody knows, right? We have this projection bias, and so I just think that like, and even one of the other people in this season, one of the things that they were doing, one of the challenges was go out and do market research, use your B&I chapter, leverage your B&I chapter, and I think that I just want to draw attention to that. It's like it doesn't have to be any one way.
Yeah.
There are so many different ways that you can get value out of this group of here. Okay.
Oh,
let's
I've
just
heard
strip it
someone
away.
say like, "Yeah, but that's not really my clientele in that room." And I'm like, "Good. You're not
Okay.
supposed to sell to them."
Yeah, I mean, how about this? Let's just think about it like this. Take a group of people, entrepreneurs, so people who are like growth mindset type people. Put them in a room. How can they help you? Like you can kind of cut that pie however you want to. And yeah, it's got a system and a structure, and you follow those system and structure, and it works. And you get referrals and build relationships. But there's just a lot more ways that are under the surface that people don't even think
Right.
to. Like I had never thought to go to a chapter and be like, "Hey guys, if we were doing video production, what would you need?"
Yeah.
I would just go in there and be like, "You need a video, and this is what it's like, and this is how we'll do it." And this is like,
No.
wait a second. So using it for market research, I think.
Or
is
like
nice.
even like, so guys, what do you think is the hardest part when you try to go and create your videos? Like, what's the hardest part for you?
I
So
mean,
that you hear what their
what's
actual
actually-
pains are. And you're like, oh, really? That's really that's a pain point for you?
I know. How about this? Go to 20 businesses that you don't have relationships with and ask them, and you're going to get kicked to the curb.
They're not even going to
They're
talk
not
to
going to
you.
talk to you. You're not going to talk to anybody. You're not going to talk to the owner of the business.
Right.
And if you are talking to the owner, they're probably going to be like, "Get out of here! What are you selling? Go away!
Yeah.
Like I'm not interested."
I don't. You have no credibility in my eyes. Like,
But
who
when
are
you
you?
enter into a scene like a BNI chapter, it just gives you this. There's so many resources. It's amazing.
So we consulted with Megan Chitwood, BNI Alabama. She helped us devise a plan because we're going to throw it down and talk about some challenges. First, let's summarize. What was your challenge?
I just want to know: is the pool filled with cement?
No, not
I
yet.
know.
Did,
It's the
or
pool.
or
It's
dirt,
the
or
pool.
did you put a dance
It is-
floor over it?
No,
it's still a
it's
pool.
still there, and it's working. It is working, and I don't know if you all knew that for 2 months it was out.
Well,
Like-
I knew that the humidifier,
The heater went
the
out.
heater, and then
And it took 2 months to get the heater fixed. So the heater got fixed.
Did you get to turn it off? Did you stop getting
Yes.
a utility
Yes.
bill?
No, oh no, it never turns off. We always get. That's another reason I cry a lot, but but no, it never
Different kind
turns
of
off.
tears. Different kind of tears.
But the heater was off. It took 2 months. It got it. They came and fixed it, got it up and going, and the next week we have a cover on the pool. Do you know what I'm talking about? The cover, and it broke, so we couldn't get anybody in the pool, use the pool because the cover. We had to get the cover back, and the only people that could fix it were in Nashville. So it took 3 weeks to get them down to fix it. So almost.
And you had to pay them an exorbitant amount
Yeah.
to fix it.
Yeah, it wasn't cheap. So
Ouch.
and so yeah.
So when you wonder what goes into the price of something, it's things like this.
yes, that you don't. Yeah,
You never see on the surface.
Mm-hmm.
You never
Never.
would see it on the surface. And it's like that, I think, honestly, really with everything,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like, really with everything, there's always stuff, unless you're living it, that, like, from the outside that you just don't know.
You know what I hate? I hate when I see people like, I'm looking for a recommendation for somebody that's not going to charge an arm and a leg, and they lead with that, and like it's all about like all these business owners are price gouging us.
Yeah.
You know, they're not. They're actually
No.
not.
They're probably
trying to
not even
cover their-
making money.
I was gonna say they're
Yeah.
trying to cover their expenses.
Yeah.
Right?
And if they didn't have their business, you wouldn't have that service. And
Yeah.
so lay off and pay their prices.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And this is one like you didn't even know that's what you were getting into when you bought the property.
Right. The pool.
You wouldn't even
was-
know to ask those kinds
Right.
of questions
Mm-mm.
to even know what
You had never
were
even
getting.
owned a pool before?
No.
Right.
Never. And then we have this
All right.
massive thing.
I know.
So
I
your
know.
challenge.
I opened a
your
can
challenge.
of
Your
worms.
challenge.
That was a
you
deep
joke, right?
can of worms, and we are still eating through
Let's
it.
back it up. Let's back it up. The challenge. What was your challenge? Like, if you had to summarize what you were supposed to really be focusing on, what was it?
Okay, so I think one of the things that underlining that you all probably didn't know was just the confidence that I needed to step into a space to make it happen, right? You can tell me everything that I need to do, but if I'm not confident enough to walk it out, then it just becomes stuff on a piece of paper and another thing that doesn't get done, right? So with you all walking alongside of us, having those weekly meetings, saying, "Did you get it done? Did you get it done? What are you doing here? How's it happen?" I wasn't going to fail. I was going to make that mark, and so it built those little things of confidence. So what did we do? My challenge. There was a lot of things, but I think the accumulation was to do a visit or a networking event. We haven't done that yet because I want to make sure that I've done it right and we've communicated with everybody.
7 weeks
But-
isn't a lot of time.
It's not
right,
time. Yeah.
for something like
Yeah.
that.
Events take time.
I gotta say, 7 weeks is not a lot of time for
much of anything,
pretty
but we
much.
got a lot of progress.
I mean, I think the idea was like basically let's set a stretch
fire
goal.
hydrant.
Yeah, let's set a really, really big stretch goal, and
Let's
like
give them a
if we
taste
make
of water
any
and-
progress towards it,
Yeah.
like that's a win, right? Like let's just set a crazy goal. I mean, like what was Levi's?
Oh my
like a
God, this was-
9-month thing condensed into 7
I think it was like a year implementation in
it's
7
crazy.
weeks.
So,
was being
so
yeah.
it wasn't necessarily like
Finish all of this.
Yeah,
But like
exactly.
the overarching.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, but I think if you've like full on go for it, like it's amazing what you can rise to the
Right.
occasion
Uh-huh.
to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
Yeah.
that's what we've seen as a theme over the entire season is that. Yeah, so you'll rise to the occasion. If you've got the list and the things,
Let's do it.
You get the things
And
you're
the
focusing
support.
on. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and somebody's counting on me to get this done next week.
Oh, because I remember Tina came to the first meeting and hadn't done anything.
Oh, I hadn't done anything.
And we were like,
What is this?
So
But
I
I did
guess
it.
that's that then. Is that then, Tina?
and then
she
what
was like,
happened?
No.
You came back next week.
I did it all. We had it all done.
And you were like, okay, now I don't quite
So-
understand this, and I need help with this, and like, and you really started getting it done.
Okay, I gotta know.
Yeah.
Week 1, nothing. Week 2, everything done.
Everything done for the whole 7 weeks. No.
No, but week 2,
But
everything
for-
done for that week.
Week and two. No, 1 and 2.
And
So-
maybe
so-
a part of 3.
Why?
Yeah.
Was it just the pain? Like, was it the pain of not having accomplished it and like having to face that reality here with like coaches saying, "Come on, let's go," and you're like, because someone said something. Devarius said to me, because I was talking to him. This is years ago about starting business, and like, yeah, I haven't really quite gone for it yet. And he's like, the pain of where you're at is not yet greater than the pain of stepping through the fear, and. So is it like something like maybe it was just
Yeah.
seeing it and having to face it was harder than just doing the job, getting it done.
Taking that first step, having it laid out, things that I needed to get done, and I didn't know, like even the first step to take. I think one of the things that I had to do the first week is write 3 options of marketing, like how I was going to market on social media, social media posts, things. And I said, and I thought, I don't know even what that means. How do I do that? Wait a minute, what did I do? So I waited. I did that I didn't do anything that first week. And Jack got home that night, and I said, hey, this is what I got to do. I was the only one that didn't have any of my stuff done. so y'all are going to have to help me, and this is just the way it is. This is the way it's going to be. And we got down and we chat GPT stuff, and it just
It's amazing confidence
Yeah.
builder, isn't it?
And this is something that my family does for me, and I love them, but they enable me not to do things. So Jack would just do the post, or Mackenzie would just do the post, and I said, no, I got to learn how to do this. So show me how to do the chat GPT. Show me how to do it. And so they sit down and we did it, and then the rest of the time I just did my own thing.
I love that.
And I had, you asked me I think it was the last time we had the
Check-in.
the check-in. You said meet with somebody and get referrals. Think of the person, meet with them, and tell them everybody you need
With your list.
with my list. And I did it.
And
And I got them. I got
how many of them?
well. Okay.
you say?
More
I
than
had
5
Oh, but-
or 6.
You had 5 on the list.
Yes.
Okay.
And he gave me 5.
Hang on. You
Now
had a meeting with someone.
I don't have addresses and phone numbers for them all, but I have all their names that he can introduce me to.
This is
So-
somebody that those are referrals. 5 referrals.
Right.
You went to someone and showed them a list of people
Like,
that you
I
want to
need
meet,
to
and
connect.
they were
They
like,
knew
"I know
5
this
out of
person,
5.
this person, this person, this
Yeah.
person, this person."
Well, I actually met with 2. They were together, and out of the 2, I got 5. I got
Even
them all.
better, like that's smart, right? That's efficient.
Yeah.
That's good. Did they have lists of people?
And
They did not.
They did not. I had my list.
but yeah, they didn't.
No,
didn't
they
have
did
lists.
not.
Yeah, just take note. People. Take note.
Okay, but had you had that same meeting and not come with that list,
Oh yeah.
No way.
would
I'd
you
be like-
have even got a referral?
No, because I would not have known. I would have gone thinking, What do I need?
Yeah.
It's
am I
it's
looking
throwing
for?
darts in the dark.
I just need
Yeah. That's
what
somebody
it is.
who wants to have an event.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The instructions were, think about who you want at this networking event, who would best help you network with, who do you want there? And then think of a person that in your BNI group that knows a lot of people and could help you. And
You did it.
And I did it that night.
And
I
it
called
worked.
him. Well, I actually texted him before I had the list because I knew he would know people. And he did.
Look at you
You
leveraging your
I mean,
investment.
especially in a smaller. I mean, I think we can do it in Huntsville too.
Yeah.
But in a smaller city like
Yeah.
where you are, I mean, it's when everybody knows everybody
Yep.
in those places.
Yeah.
So would you say that, like, on a scale of
Oh,
one, on a scale of 1 to 4 coffee cups, how did you do on the challenge?
I think I did not do 10. I did not get
Well,
to
there's only
10.
4.
Or 4. I didn't get to 4. But I think I got I probably got 3 and a little over half.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel good about it. And I
Yeah.
feel like we have a good list to work from and get out and get this networking event going. And I feel a lot better about it than I did the last one that I did without Ross help.
Yeah.
What's the biggest difference? What did you?
Like, why do you feel so much better now thinking about this?
Well, first, I had more time to plan it. I thought about it. There was a strategy in thinking, not just, let's just have people out here and let's see who we can get. So the planning was better. I was more focused in who I wanted there and not just everybody come. Like, I do want everybody to come, but I need certain people there. And I also thought, who can I get that I can help? Not just that can help me, but who can I help? And so that is I think that's a major difference.
Before it leaves my mind, you had said, we were talking about the difference between week 1 and week 2 and how you didn't accomplish anything week 1, then in week 2 you did. And you said that when you got off the call, you said to Jack, we didn't do anything. I didn't do it, and I need your help. Let's go. Did you ask for help in week 1 from the family, or did you
No,
just
I
kind of
didn't.
go? You see,
No.
and I think that there's something
didn't.
to that. I think there really is. Like, so many entrepreneurs and business owners, I think that
It's hard to ask for help.
it's hard to ask for help. It's hard to ask for help. It just is.
Sometimes you're
Yeah,
like,
because
I don't
you're
even
supposed
know
to
what
know.
I would ask help
Sometimes
on.
that's it.
Or sometimes you're so overwhelmed that you don't even know, like, what's the problem that I have.
How do
that
I
need to
even
ask help
delegate
for.
this? I'm not sure exactly how to approach it myself, or like just I don't know what it is. Sometimes you're just so busy, I think, that you don't even think to do it. And I just feel like that's a worth noting, right? Like, if you're out there running a business
Yeah.
and you have family there, it's okay to be like, hey,
We're not meant to do this alone.
no.
We're not meant to do all of these things. We're supposed to have community. We're supposed to be together. It's supposed to, like, what is life about if it's just you?
You just can't go as far if it's just you, right? You need the other people around you. One, to say, hey, keep going, or hey, I've got this resource to help you keep going, or yeah, you just can't do it alone. You just absolutely can't do it alone.
Well, there's good news. You don't have to.
That's true.
That's true.
So if you were to start all over again and do this a second time, right? What would you do different?
What would I do different? Oh my gosh, I don't know. I would start earlier. I would do my homework the first week. That would help. And I think I would be more intentional with bringing things to those meetings. Instead of just coming to those meetings with my homework done, coming with, what else do I need? And what questions do I have for them? What can I glean from the other ones on that call? Rather than just, I've got my homework done.
Check.
Check, that's
yeah.
done. I think I would want to, get more from, I would,
Treat
You
it
would
more of a
squeeze
mastermind.
a little
yeah.
bit
Yeah.
more out of it,
Yeah.
right?
These people are having challenges themselves and may have
Yes.
faced what you're facing and could have a resource.
And
Yes.
and what do you think held you back from doing that the first time?
well, I didn't know people on the call. Like,
Yeah.
I felt like we weren't I didn't know them.
We weren't there yet. We're not buds, right?
Yeah.
Like,
and I didn't want them to know she doesn't have her stuff together. She
Right.
didn't. Oh, she didn't have that together. Yeah, I didn't. I was a little
but literally every single one of them didn't have theirs together.
No.
right.
I don't think anyone does.
I was going to say,
I think,
would. You can ask me the question right now.
Yeah,
I would say,
is yours together?
Absolutely not.
yeah, I think like we all want to project like this like
Especially a
confidence
type 3
and power
Enneagram.
and like everything is good. Like I've got this on lock. It's good. I'm so
successful.
So much success. It's so good. But that is not when you're talking about like community, like really building community. You can't get help that way.
No.
And if you're doing that and also not asking for help, no one's going to know. Like if you're good at that masking, no one's going to know that you need help. And there are people in your chapter and in your life, in all of our lives, that want to help and would step up and do whatever it takes to make it work and help. But if they don't know, so
They
it's
can't help if they
but
don't
also
know.
at the same time, but I don't want people to know that I'm struggling financially with this piece of my business.
I'm
or-
drowning, and if
I don't
only
know.
they would toss me a
Just
little
give me
lifesaver.
somebody, exactly. Yeah, but then I don't want to appear desperate, or I don't. Obviously, maybe
I
it means
can
I'm not good
swim.
at business. There's just so much of a mess there, and I think that sometimes I think you just have to like strip away all of the ego and all of the pain that's going on. If you can, step through it and just be like, I need help. Like
Or fail.
don't quit. Maybe you
Yeah.
fail, and that's what it feels like, and you find a different path forward, right? And it's just like something like that.
But I think another thing to Tina too is that a lot of life happened
A lot of
in
life.
the 80s.
In 7,
yeah.
yeah.
In 7 weeks,
Like,
a lot
what
of
the
life
heck,
happened.
man?
What you all didn't know was between the 2 deaths that we had our 4th grandchild was born.
Oh,
So
gosh.
we had, in that span of a month, we had a lot
Of
happen.
life changes.
Yes. Mhm.
Big life changes.
Yeah. So we just kept, I just kept pushing through. I
Yeah.
just pushed
Yeah.
through.
Well, and it's an interesting dynamic too of like, and this one that comes up for me is like, got to shove those things aside because work has to take
Yeah.
precedent right this moment. I joined
Yeah.
this 8-week
Yeah.
or this 7-week thing, and I've got to like, that would have been my inclination to be like, you guys have to deal with all that. I'm going to be working in the car.
I'm going to
I'm going to be doing this.
Yeah, put this in a box over
compartmentalize.
here.
Okay,
Yeah.
that sucks.
I'll deal with this over here later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Processing that maybe work.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
ouch.
So it isn't, but it's just an interesting balance of like when you're not, I mean, it's life and business and balancing it and picking what's the priority in that moment. And
For us, we have not been able to be around family a lot in our life because, we're retired military. And so one of the reasons we moved back to the area was that we could get to our families when they needed us and when we needed them, right? And so there wasn't a thought about it. I did think about y'all. I did. But then I thought, well,
but I shouldn't be.
I mean,
So if I'm being completely honest, I had little mini meltdowns. And then I got over it because I was like,
It's life.
It's okay.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
And we
So
learned.
I had to get some coaching and like, Dana, it's okay. I think there was chill the F out. I
Chill.
don't know.
Something like that.
But still,
If not for family, why I'm not
Yeah.
why even
Right.
be here?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like really like yeah, we all want to like build something and live in our passion and do the things that we're doing, and all of those things are true also. But like really, if not
Then
to
why?
grow my family, then there's no
Right, yeah.
real.
But sometimes we do get a little disconnected from
Oh,
that, and you
totally.
have to really come back to it. And when we're feeling out of sorts, sometimes that's usually it. Our priorities have shifted in a way that our values are not aligned with what we're doing.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Okay, so I want to ask the hard question
Okay.
because when we kind of started this whole thing, it was like, we have to take these steps, but we're going to have to sell.
Mm.
We're going to have to pick a new dream, pick
Yep.
a new life. Where are you now?
Well, we are booked for September, every weekend in September, and 3 weekends in October, and we were booked all the way from March to June.
This is not closed down
Like
vibes. I'm not
26?
getting closed down vibes.
You're
I
March,
just,
June, and 26?
No,
Yeah.
for the
Yes, it's got to be between.
This last.
Yeah, this
Oh, okay.
last. So we were booked all March, April, May, and June. Maybe 2 weekends out of that we didn't have something, and then July and August we didn't have anything but some pool parties and swim lessons. We're offering swim lessons out there, and
That pool, cashing in on that pool.
Pool.
Maybe I was
That-
wrong.
I know.
Megan.
September.
Now I was not as convinced after
Yeah,
that it was shut down for weeks and
Yeah,
weeks, but
it was awful. It was awful. But so September and October look good. We have things.
So we're feeling like
We don't know. We're waiting
day
to
by
the
day?
end. Yeah, but we feel more hopeful.
But what's going?
A
But what's
lot
going
more
on with the pool? What are you doing with the pool?
Who even knows?
I need to
does it
know.
look like for the foreseeable future it's going to be okay?
Yeah, we are.
Like,
Yeah, that's the
gonna-
vibe I'm
one of
getting.
those things that it was like you had to get a few things fixed up and tuned up, and now it should run for a little while.
Yeah, and we have.
I just don't know that utility bill.
that
It
utility
takes
bill.
every bit of their cash flow.
Yeah.
The business, the cash flow, it's like it's not
Every
sustainable.
time. Well, this was the thing. This is what Jack and I have decided, or we've talked about. There's nothing. We can't just shut it off because then the building will become an eyesore. Then we have to deal with the things inside. So if we do have to sell, then we have to decide to fix it up, right? So as long as we can maintain a pretty consistent clientele coming in, which we're going into that busy season, we can keep it going until that big decision is made. Do we want to continue or do we not? Which
Cause you could drain it.
we can drain
You can
it.
drain it, and you can let it sit there, and you can run your event center, and you can just let that be a beautiful building on your property.
Mhm.
That is an
That
option.
is
But part of what we had to figure out is, does that ruin the equipment if it's not constantly
Right.
running?
If there's
Just-
no water in it,
I don't know. If it does, does it?
I don't know.
But
That's,
the
I would ask that question.
humidity is in there, and the ceilings are wood, and so
with
and
no water.
I think
I
it
don't
was.
know.
Well, I
It's
don't
like
know.
an-
We need
You're
a pool
right. I don't
specialist.
know.
We
Leave a
got-
comment. Leave
Yes.
lots of comments.
Leave
Pool
lots-
specialists,
exactly.
get involved.
Yes, how do
Help.
I close
Just,
the
I
pool?
mean,
Could
there's
you-
nothing. There's no evaporation. There's no.
Well, like, I think it could be like a
There are- okay, so
greenhouse effect too.
I have no. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
there are definitely.
I would just check on that first.
Yeah, I would like.
Okay.
There's like the filter and like the motor and those kind of things. I would definitely want to verify that not having that up and running. There's probably a way to like shut everything down, empty it all out, and then treat it for long term.
Yeah, maybe
holding.
winterize it.
Or
of some
yeah, way
kind.
something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But I don't know that it would just be like, I'll just like drain it and like call it a day. Like
Yeah.
definitely, I don't know. I don't
Well,
know.
we did the
Dana
math.
would do that.
I know. Well, I'd fill it with cement. I mean,
Dana would
you've
do
already
it.
got the
I
water.
would stop
you
the
50%
thousands of
Well,
dollars
but we
in
also
utility
did-
bills.
but we
That's
did
what I would do.
We did do numbers on how
Yes.
many needed to have to, and they were reasonable.
Yes.
They were
Yeah.
reasonable. We just have to get we just have to get it filled. That filled.
We've got to
Yeah.
get
All right, let's
that
take a
out there.
vote. Who is pro get
Why
rid
are
of
we
this
taking
pool?
a vote right now? This is not to a vote. Me,
I
this is
like
not
a
to
good
vote.
challenge. I
I
like
mean,
a good
honestly,
challenge.
like,
Tell me it's impossible.
It's kind of
We're
a
gonna make
unique,
it
it's a
happen.
unique selling position, so I get
It
it. And like, if it could be,
Because I wanted
where it
a
was
pool at
covered.
my wedding.
This is something
What's
that
that at the
we-
wedding?
we would like to do, and that is, and I've researched this a little bit. I think it's called infant rescue.
Oh, it's fantastic.
So, if we could find instructors that could use our pool during the winter,
I know.
because
So-
most of the instructors
I have a connection.
Yeah.
have their own pools outside, right? But
And
they can't.
do it during the.
Do you see it? Do you see her
Yeah.
tapping her? She's so ready to make a
you
connection.
see?
There's that
Let me.
beehive
I have a
craving
referral
it.
for you. I'm putting
Yeah.
it in the app.
Yeah.
Where's my
Yeah,
app?
Where's that?
Where's
Let's
my
put it
app?
there right away.
And it would help those little children. That's
Absolutely.
what I keep thinking.
Yeah.
You know, it
Yeah.
would help those families that
Does it pay
own
for your
pools.
utility bill?
It
Then I don't
could.
care about
Will.
the kids.
It,
No, every bit of energy you can squeeze out of that pool.
Oh my God, you're such a villain. That's amazing.
I'm feeling very
That's
villain
amazing.
right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay,
Let's
well,
just
so,
reel it in a little
Success.
bit. Yeah.
I think I 100% believe it has been a success. Is our bottom line bigger? No, probably not, but it's better. It's better than it was. But again, the confidence, the education, the me knowing that I can do this and know how to do it, is a success.
I noticed that you were starting to post more. I noticed that you were doing videos. I'm super pumped.
And I'm gonna,
Did you keep doing them, or did you stop once we stopped our challenge? Did you just stop?
well, no, because some other folks had this same problem. I'm in the middle of stuff and I think, oh shoot, I should have filmed. I haven't got into that. Let me
That
just pull my
mindset
phone
for
out.
content.
This is an
stuff.
opportunity to capture something.
But you know what's great is that you're having that thought.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
And so-
Before you might not have even had
Right.
that thought at all. So that's the
Exactly.
first part is you start noticing you
This
missed
is
it.
an opportunity.
At some point you'll start thinking, oh, here it is.
And then it'll be
Let me grab
easier
that.
each
Yeah.
time you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but well, when you start noticing it coming up, then you'll make a decision of this is worth the effort, or is it because it's not just like, oh, well, you should have just filmed that. Like,
Yeah.
Right, there's
Okay.
a lot.
But
Right.
like, there's
Who's holding the
effort.
camera?
There's something. Yeah,
Who's,
exactly. There's questions that exactly. There's stuff that definitely considerations, definitely. But always better just to do it and do it in a terrible way.
Crappy.
Don't do it terrible. It's fine.
Yeah, just start.
And keep moving. And
That's-
keep moving.
That is what kept going through my mind all the time with the videos. Just do it. Just start it. Just post
Practice.
it. Just do it. Just do it.
It's
I know there was
it's a
one
muscle.
time that you were like, I've got it done, but I just can't post it. And I was like, well, can you send it to us?
That's
And
right.
we'll post it? Or,
It
what
was
if-
great though. She
It was
sent it to us. It was
fantastic.
fantastic.
And we were
I
like-
hope you posted it.
and we were like,
We're
yes, post it.
Yes, do it.
Yes,
Yes,
post it.
I will do it today. I will do it today.
We get in our own way.
Yeah.
We get in our own way so much. All right, so what's your biggest, maybe that was it, but what is the biggest takeaway?
Yeah, just to do it. Just to get out of my way and do it. To get out of my own way. And it's not, nobody's going to promote my business other than me, you know. And so if I'm going to do it, just do it. I feel like the commercial.
Not a
Got a little
That kind
Nike
of
is not a
commercial.
sponsor. For clarity. Din.
Do it now, do it
Do it
now.
now. Do it now. All right.
All right.
Yeah.
I love it.
Love
it.
Way to go.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Oh, yeah, 3.5 coffee cups, way up.
3.5. Okay,
I
so
can do half.
You know, it doesn't matter. To your grand success.
yeah.
This isn't going to work.
If something doesn't change, I'm gonna have a mental breakdown.
My white blood cell count was off.
Business feels chaotic and messy.
You can tell me everything that I need to do,
Just couldn't figure out why I was sick.
but if I'm not confident enough, then it's just stuff on a piece of paper.
I don't have a solid process.
And there's just so much that has to get done, running from one crisis to another.
I really didn't go all in on the sales piece.
I'm not putting in the time. I'm not doing the one-on-ones. I'm not getting in front of people.
Angela does have a full-time job, and the assistant is my full-time job.
It's just all on you.
I was stuck and wondering what I was doing wrong.
I didn't know even the first step to take.
It felt like I wasn't getting anywhere.
This is not what I signed up for, and it's not working for me.
We're just waiting for something else to go wrong.